Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and the Renegades. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of the Fall 24 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you the Chargers and the Renegades on this Tuesday. How you doing today, Stu?
I'm well, Andrew. Getting over a fantastic evening of highlight that we had last night here for Battle Court. No doubt that the Chargers and Renegades are going to deliver.
Yes, let's take a look at these standings before we get into tonight's game day. Yesterday, we saw the Devils and the Warriors finish in a 4-4 tie. So the Warriors do jump ahead of the Chargers, at least for the moment. But you see there are 2.5 points separating those two teams. They get more than that, the Chargers will be back up in that second place spot. But everybody looking to catch up to the Renegades. Boy, have they been.
Renegades have been on fire.
Boy, absolutely, Stu. 37.5 points so far. Even with the clean sweep of the points, the Chargers are still going to be in second place. But an opportunity, first of 3 meetings for these two teams in the regular season, and we get started in the second division of singles. It's going to be Iturbide for the Chargers against Aratz of the Renegades. So far, Aratz has had a resume-building win here in this Battle Court season, defeating Hyro last time out. Aratz is 1-1. Iturbide so far for the Chargers, just one singles match back about 2 weeks ago on the 1st of October. He defeated, that was, I believe, a big arena for the Cyclones.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our first match. Iturbide has a serve for the Chargers. There's the serve. We begin. Here's the backhand by Aratz to the inside. Rabote, rebound off the back wall, played by Aratz. Here's Iturbide. Drop shot. Aratz got a head start. Drop shot. Iturbide. That's 2 bounces. It scores. First point of this match goes to Aratz of the Renegades.
Boy, Aratz has really taken advantage of the pad lowering the last, happened about a couple weeks ago now, throwing a lot more shots from the costado. That's a shoulder level throw from the left side. Some drop shots as well, but overall just mixing it up nicely, and that's led to that success in singles. We said defeating Hyro last time out.
Yeah, he was player of the day a few weeks ago, or within the last couple of weeks, and that's one of the things that he said, that the front court experience that he has previously has really been helping him in terms of kill shots. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's a backhand by Iturbide. Caught by Aratz. Iturbide throws wall to wall from the left side. Forehand Rabote by Aratz. Iturbide makes the catch. Drop shot to the inside, falls short of the front wall. That's 2 points for Aratz of the Renegades. He serves. The unforced errors.
Well, I really played Iturbide in the first couple seasons of his Battle Court career. I mean, figuring out the 2-wall, the drop shot. Haven't seen that inconsistently so far this season, but that one from the outside, a little bit further, that ball had to travel compared to most drop shots.
Here's a backhand by Iturbide. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Iturbide winds up. 2-all. Stopped by Aratz. Aratz hard on the return. Stopped by Iturbide. Beautiful catch. Hard to the inside, and Aratz is there. Rabote, the rebound from the back wall. Stopped by Iturbide. Aratz winding up. Fakes the 2-all. Big bounce. Stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide hard to the inside. This is out of reach and will not come to Rabote. Iturbide is on the board with a point for the Chargers.
And when you have such a great costado 2-wall, that opens up the inside of the court. Look at Aratz. I mean, he's shading for the 2-wall, first step out that way. But look at where this comes. Crossing right at the 10 line as Aratz is trying to make that catch, and the Rabote just not there.
Here's a backhand by Aratz. Rabote forehand, powerfully thrown by Iturbide. Rabote, 2-all with a light touch, lands in and scores. Well done 3 points for Aratz. He serves. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Well, he's just taking what the defense is giving him right here. Iturbide's trapped to the inside. He goes for a 2-all. Maybe not exactly what he wanted. Hooked it, and it died. Second bounce before Iturbide can get up there. Either way, very effective. Now a 3-1 lead for Aratz.
Big backhand by Iturbide. Aratz on the backhand from the 12 line. Powerfully thrown. Caught a piece of the side wall. 2-all. That lands wide. 4 points for Aratz. He serves.
Well, Iturbide, same type of throw. He had Aratz now trapped to the inside. The only difference was he was kind of off his footing there, trying to throw that 2-all.
Threw it a bit hard.
Yeah, threw it harder and sacrificed a little bit of control there for power.
You see Aratz showing Iturbide the ball. It's basically a courtesy saying, I think that this ball either needs to go out or come in after it took a little ding off the side wall there. Iturbide says, that's good. Here's a backhand by Iturbide, powerfully thrown and striking the overhead screen. That is out of play. 5 points for Aratz, possible set point.
And, I mean, strategy clear. Iturbide trying to get that ball off the back wall, force Aratz to rebote. He doesn't have a ton of power when he plays the ball off the back wall. He is consistent. Just got to avoid that overhead screen. That kicked up well into it.
Big backhand. Rebote forehand by Aratz. Iturbide from the 6th line. Ball tipped. 2 points for Iturbide. Still possible set point for Aratz. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
Came right to him, but he had to make that switch from the left side to the right at the last instant. And a lot of times you just don't have it lined up quite where you think in the basket.
Yeah, and Iturbide was right in front of him. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Rebote left side. Into the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Iturbide. Iturbide has a serve for the Chargers.
And just needs one more to close it out, and back-to-back unforced errors here for Aratz now.
Seems like Iturbide's had a number of these that have gone back and forth, as we've often said. Going into a second set, though, Iturbide becomes very dangerous very quick. Beautiful catch by Aratz in the corner off a hard serve by Iturbide. Scoop by Aratz. Drop shot. Read by Iturbide. He got there. Hard throw to the inside. Will score. 4 points for Iturbide. Aratz with 5 and a possible set point. Iturbide has a serve.
I mean, pretty good thought there by Aratz, and he ensured he made contact with the side wall, which
that was a tricky one.
Usually kills a lot of the speed, and that ball takes its second bounce. Iturbide just got there.
Now he read Aratz's body language and just got right in place to make that play.
Again, took his time controlling that ball, too. Sometimes you catch it that low. It likes to pop out or spin out of the basket. Good job. Now just a 1 point deficit.
Here's the backhand by Aratz. Catch by Iturbide at the 12 line. Big backhand. Aratz is there. Difficult catch. Backhand by Iturbide. Powerful throw. Rebote forehand. Iturbide comes in, winds up. The 2-all opens and scores. Beautifully executed. We're at 5-5. This is set point. Aratz looking frustrated that he allowed, basically open the door for Iturbide to come back here, but Iturbide's worked hard for it, and Aratz has been playing great.
And this is the best 2-all so far today. Powers it into the sidewall, opens up nicely, and you see at that power, that level of control, Aratz is a couple lines away from it when it's into the net. Well done. 5-5, this is for the set.
Rebote forehand save. Well played. Excellent effort by Aratz. That ball tipped up high. Iturbide comes back and takes the first set 6-5. Put 2 minutes on the board, come back out, play our second set.
Wow, down 5-2, and Iturbide storms back, winning the final 4 points to take set number 1. That rebote he played along the sidewall, deep in the backcourt. I mean, you talk about getting the cesta into the sidewall, really digging that one out. if you're Aratz, you can't place the ball any better. You just got to tip your cap to the opponent.
Absolutely. It just becomes an all-defensive play. Difficult for Aratz to make anything happen there. Maybe he can go 2 walls if he's got the right footing.
See, this was early on, the sequence of drop shots. Aratz, yeah, he's quick. One of the youngest guys on the roster. Pretty good foot speed there. And you see,
second bounce.
Just does get that second bounce.
Beautiful catch by Iturbide. Hard to the inside, just out of reach, and this is not going to come back out to the rebote. If anybody could play it, Aratz can, but.
Right here, look at Aratz staying calm, recognizing where his opponent is, throws
soft
slight
touch.
2-wall, soft touch, scores. Rebote to the outside, I mean, tremendous scoop, and I'll say, Stu, I mean, this is not a bad drop shot here. Contact. Well, maybe a little bit high off the sidewall there. Iturbide just does track it down and then controls it, rips it inside. That brought it to 5-4. This 2-wall here, not going to see many better. Look at that.
Just beautifully executed by Iturbide.
Opening up at about the 4.5 line in the net, and Aratz is back there at the 7. And then Iturbide gets that decisive 11th point for set number 1. Yes, and I think I misspoke a little bit earlier. That first appearance for Iturbide in singles this year was against Amigarena, but Amigarena scratched. So this is actually the first time we're seeing Iturbide in singles about a month and a half into this season. So one of the guys we really haven't seen a whole lot of for the Chargers too, and he's 21-4 last year in his 25 matches.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote forehand. Here's the catch by Iturbide. Low and hard to the inside. Beautiful catch by Aratz. Iturbide, backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Aratz, backhand from the 10 line. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall, out to the rebote. Costello 2-wall, stopped by Iturbide. Karam by Iturbide, stopped by Aratz. That ball's in play and scoring. Well done. Aratz gets the first point of the second set. He serves.
Boy, yeah, that's impossible for us to tell here, but that looked like a pretty good shot by Iturbide on the return.
Oh, great shot on the return.
I think, let's see. I'll tell you what, Stu.
It's clean.
I stand corrected. He really got it into the net, the cesta into the net without pushing it out of the way, and that's the key. If you use the offhand to move the net out of the way, which he did not, clearly in that replay, that's clean. Very well done.
Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Aratz attacks, winds up. Costello 2-all is in and scores. 2 points for Aratz.
Didn't see many 2-wall attempts in the first set, and made one off the rebote, but here this is textbook. Takes it up in the front court right about the 6 line, 2-wall, just inside the boundary, and so far out of reach, doesn't even move towards it.
Ball crossing the side wall and scoring off an excellent serve by Aratz. That's 3 points for Aratz and the Renegades. Aratz has the serve.
And that kicked up back at the 12.5 line, right on the sidewall, too.
A beautiful serve.
That's gorgeous from Aratz.
Beautiful single serve. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Aratz makes the catch. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Forehand rebote, low and hard. Aratz makes the catch. To the inside it goes. This will be just out of reach. Give Aratz his 4th point.
It's been quick, too. Costado's inside, Costado's 2-wall, whatever you want to throw.
Well, he took his foot off the gas, for lack of a better term, and in the first set. Doesn't want to let that happen again in the second set.
And that really is common, Stu. I mean, you see deficits. I mean, you see them shrink and shrink throughout the set, and then eventually a guy comes back, and all the momentum's on their side.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
you know, you work so hard, you earn some of those points. You think, hey, all I need is one more, and then Iturbide started to open it up, and when he gets in a rhythm, he's tough to stop. Maybe one of the toughest on the roster.
Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Ball took a kick. Here's a catch by Aratz. Backhand by Iturbide. Hard to the inside, kicks up and scores. Iturbide is on the board with a point and the serve.
Just can't compound these mistakes. That's what happened in the first set. One mistake led to another, then the shot started to work. Now Iturbide's got control of the serve and just putting it up the middle.
Here's the backhand by Aratz.
Oh,
that
boy.
hit the overhead screen. It's out of play. 2 points for Iturbide and the Chargers. Iturbide has a serve. Yeah, trying to get the ball back hard and fast. Took off from the front wall and hit the overhead screen. Got to keep that overhead screen boundary in mind. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Beautiful catch by Aratz. There's the backhand. Iturbide commits the 11 line. Robote coming out, way out. Iturbide takes that on the bounce. Powerful 2-ball right at Aratz. Aratz makes the catch. To the inside it goes, and it scores. 5 points for Aratz, possible set point.
This is where he was at the first set, up 5-2, so has to ensure that he closes this one out. Oh, Iturbide just a little unlucky. I mean, if that ball doesn't clip the side wall, I mean, it scores. That was the only chance for Aratz, put it right to his left side, and then he's been precise when he's thrown it from the costado. Another one.
Backhand by Iturbide, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out, way out. 6 line. That hit the overhead screen by Aratz. That is 3 points for Iturbide. 5 for Aratz, still possible set point for Aratz.
And Aratz can't get a ton of power on that shot, so if Iturbide is able to cut it off, he's looking to take that in the air about the 6 or the 7 line, and you know what happens when he gets it there. Looking at a shot, looking to kill the point pretty quickly.
Here's the backhand by Aratz. Robote coming out. Robote forehand, powerfully thrown. Aratz looks for the Robote, shoots it. It's a 2-all. Iturbide reads it, stops it. Powerful forehand will score. 4 points for Iturbide. Aratz with 5, still possible set point. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
And Iturbide read that one perfectly. Not fooled. He knows that Aratz off the Robote sometimes, especially when he's off his footing. Likes to mix in the 2-wall. Tracked it down and just a bullet back to the inside.
Yeah, beautifully executed.
And 2 points in a row, just a 1-point deficit again.
Aratz with the catch. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand, low and hard. Aratz makes the catch, winds up. Eyes on the ball. Iturbide makes the catch. There's the backhand. Big backhand by Iturbide. Robote comes out to the 6 line. Aratz to the inside. Scooped up by Iturbide. Big backhand. Low to the back wall. Iturbide from the costado again. Hard to the inside. Scoop by Aratz. Robote forehand. Aratz makes the catch. 2-all into the pad. 5-5.
Wow.
So this is still set point for Aratz. Possible match point for Iturbide.
Yeah, this one has slipped away again in the second set. Another 3-point run for Iturbide to bring it to 5-5. Just shows you how hard it is to get that last point and close out these sets. And Iturbide's grinding it out. Just could have said, heck with it, let's move on to the second set. He battled in set 1, now a chance to close it out in straight sets.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. There's the backhand by Aratz, powerfully thrown. Robote forehand rifled by Iturbide. Back to the inside at the side wall. Oh. That's a beautiful save by Aratz. Iturbide is there. Outside placement. Stopped by Aratz. Iturbide from the costado. 2-all. is out.
My.
Point and set for Aratz. We will move on to a third and final set in just 2 minutes.
Oh, that kicked.
Oh my.
That kicked up off the front wall. That looked like it was going to drop in perfectly, and yeah, Iturbide couldn't believe it, and I think a lot of us back here could believe it either. That looked like it was going to end it, and just kicked wide of the court. Aratz escapes 6-5 with the second set.
Jai-Alai, like so many other games, a game of inches. Got to get that ball in that boundary. So he caromed it off of the sidewall, had a cut to the front wall. It's got to drop on the floor inside that outer boundary. It went wide at 5-5. Yeah. But a tremendous comeback there for Iturbide of the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, he took that outside placement and thought that was going to end the match. Aratz just caught it on the tip, dropped it back inside, and wow, Stu, I just can't believe it. I mean, we see those two walls hit off the sidewall consistently. Usually when it hits a spot, you think it's going to drop in, and that one just kicked up a little bit. Very surprising, but going to a third set here to decide our first match of the day. 3 singles and 3 doubles today between the Chargers and Renegades.
Yeah, and impossible to know which way this one's going to go. I wouldn't have expected Iturbide to come back the way that he did, and he did. It looked like Aratz was going to run away with the second set. Anybody's guess in this third set. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Going into the third and final set. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Third and final set coming up now. We are ready to begin our third and final set. First player to reach 6 points will win this match. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers. Iturbide serves. We begin. Powerful backhand. Robote. Forehand. Excellent catch by Aratz. Backhand from the 11 line. Iturbide keeps it on the left side. Backhand passes. Robote coming out. Robote left side is a 2-all. Read and stopped by Iturbide. Carom by Iturbide lands back in and scores. Iturbide first up on the board in this third set.
Starting off with the carom there. Yeah, he opened up towards the inside like he was just going to blast it back to Aratz, and at the last second turned the hips towards the sidewall and threw a carom.
Here's a backhand by Aratz. Robote forehand by Iturbide, caught by Aratz. Aratz with a 2-all that opens and scores. Well done. 1-1 in the third set. Aratz has a serve for the Renegades.
And narrowly above the pad. And threading the needle with that 2-all. Looked like Iturbide thought that one was going to clip. He hesitated just enough, and we say when you do that, I don't usually end up with it on the outside.
Aratz does have the ability to throw these quick. Ball over serve. Second serve must be good. The good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Powerfully thrown. Aratz is there. Iturbide overhead. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out to the 7 line. Iturbide takes it on the bounce. Backhand to the inside. Passing. Robote saved. Iturbide going for that on the bounce. Particularly difficult catch. Good save by Aratz. He has 2 points and the serve. That's
perfect counter to an aggressive player, Stu.
Yeah, Iturbide kind of got caught under the bridge there. He wasn't far enough up to take it in the air, and he was a little too far up to take it on the quick bounce, on the scoop. At the side wall, that would have been tough. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Wall-to-wall from the left side. Aratz, forehand Robote. Iturbide's there, winding up. Hard to the inside. Good read and catch by Aratz. Robote forehand. Midcourt. Aratz is there. Iturbide, tip ball at the 11 line. 3 points for Aratz. He has the serve.
It's been all too common. I mean, every one of these sets, Aratz has led at least 3-1. Another one here in the third. And that's late contact with the side wall. Not the easiest catch in the world, but certainly one that Iturbide himself, you see by the reaction, would expect to make.
Iturbide powerfully from the costado. Robote, left side to the inside. Aratz attacks, winds up. Costado 2-all, opens and scores. That's beautifully executed by Aratz for 4 points. And the serve. Again, when Aratz attacks, see Aratz moving up on the ball. He has it on the costado.
And again, I mean, he's flirting with the pad, but it opens up.
But it pays off big time.
Yeah, opens up a little bit wider.
Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote forehand. Iturbide moves up, takes it in the air. 2-all opens wide and scores. Beautifully executed by Iturbide to score. Iturbide has 2. Aratz has 4. First to 6 will win the match.
I'm surprised we haven't seen this more from Iturbide. There's some guys that if you throw a good 2-all, there's a chance your opponent can get out to it. Iturbide's not one of those guys. If he throws it the way he wants to, it's going to cut, it's going to open up, and it's into the net well before the player can get to it. So just keep throwing that. He's got confidence, opened up well now 2 times. See if he goes back to it.
Aratz on the backhand. Robote 2-all. Aratz had a head start on it, stops it. Iturbide with a diving save that falls just short. That is 5 points for Aratz. Possible match point. If Aratz has the ability to finish it off, he needs to finish it off here. Iturbide obviously frustrated after that play.
What do you know? 5-2 again, Stu.
Yeah, he's come back a few. He's come back a few times.
Every set, Aratz has led 5-2.
Powerful backhand by Iturbide. Robote for Aratz. Here's Iturbide. 2-all, opening wide and scoring. That's beautifully executed by Iturbide. 3 points for Iturbide. 5 for Aratz. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
Kind of sawed off that finish a little bit, Stu.
He did.
What does that do? It gets the ball a little bit more spin. Look at the wrist there. Kind of cuts it, and wow, that really opens.
Yeah, at the 3 line, it's hitting the floor and heading out to the screen, which is what you want. Backhand by Aratz. Iturbide on the catch. Backhand powerfully thrown. Aratz tremendous catch at the 12 line. Is Iturbide. Backhand powerfully thrown again. Aratz is there. Backhand. Robote coming out to the 7 line. Fired from the forehand of Iturbide. Difficult save by Aratz. Iturbide is there winding up. 2-all is in and scoring. 4 points for Iturbide. Aratz with 5. Iturbide has the serve. I'll tell you,
that one,
the guts it takes to throw that with this score, that's ballsy, man.
Yeah, and that one really dropped at a sharp angle off the front wall into the floor. I mean, where it hit off the front wall, I expected maybe that could kick wide, but that dropped down nicely just inside the boundary. Kind of the opposite of what we saw in that 2-all to end the second set.
Absolutely.
I mean, really opposite.
Backhand by Aratz. Iturbide with the catch. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. Aratz keeps it inside. Iturbide, tough catch. Hard backhand, right to the corner. Iturbide has it on the forehand. Karam, read by Aratz. Stopped by Aratz. Hard throw by Aratz. Will score for the win. Point and a hard-fought match for Aratz of the Renegades, taking it in the 3rd set, 6-4.
And look at that game day score, 1 point for the Renegades, just adding to their season total. Now a full 12 points ahead of the Chargers. And the Warriors playing yesterday. So the Renegades are actually a full game day behind, so we'll get a clean look at the top 3 after tonight with the same game days played. We got our winner ready to go. Here is Aratz of the Renegades.
All right, Aratz, back-to-back wins in singles. You defeated Jairo and now Iturbide just a few moments ago. What does it say about your development as a player that you're beating these top singles players with more consistency?
Yeah, I think that I never give up. I'm a warrior and I do all my best in all the matches. So I think that that's my big key. And I think that today, me and Iturbide, we don't play very, very good, to say true. We start bad. He start bad, I start later bad. Was a little bit a strange match, but I'm happy for the win because the win counts. And I want to say shout out to my friends from Esparruela because they are seeing me. And I love you guys.
Well, thank you so much, Aratz. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.